Okay, I'm Prophet Ronald Dwayne Whitfield recording in Houston, Texas on Tuesday, 26 January 2022. I am needing the world to help me. I went today and I filed a motion with the Harris County Clerk and with lead clerk for local administrative judge LaTasha Payne. The lead clerk has explained to me that the documents will go into the system, be scanned in and so forth, but he's putting this one on the administrative judge's desk, and that so it is a motion for recusal of the presiding judge of the region of I guess all the judges. Let me look at that document, but the purpose is I was recording, thankfully, and I went over to the main intent also was to go over to the county clerk's office to obtain a copy of my child's birth certificate. I want to see if he's been adopted, and if so, is my name still listed as the presumed father. And today I learned that the name Caden Lee Whitfield does not exist in the state of Texas as a person, a child on a birth certificate. And so while I was there, I was also was going to have withdrawn this document while someone was helping me, supposed to help me get my website so I could get this all over the world. So to withdraw that form, doing business as Free Legal, whatever that is, she came up with this fantastic name, and so to remove my name, have it withdrawn from that, and at that point, everything that I had to do, that I would have to complete a form. To obtain my child's birth certificate, you have to complete a form. So the supervisor came. I just happened to go the way God works. I just happened to ask her some questions while the person that was dealing with me, like the clerk and at the window, she's the supervisor, the other woman. And so it was almost time, it was near closing time. And I didn't want to give them too much information about anything because I was, just trying to see something. Not to mention I didn't have enough cash with me to pay the $23 to get the birth certificate. So I was like, well, can you just see if my name is on there? Not trying to give too much information. And so they found out that my name, there's the birth certificate don't exist. None of that. So I asked the supervisor, and I explained to her that I gave her a scenario. If I'm saying it right, I'm still absorbing what all has happened today. And so she's like an expert. She uses the terms like I use, like alleged father, presumed father, acknowledged father, all this. So that till okay. So she explained to me, if I'm not like mistaken or crazy or anything, that if indeed I do have a birth certificate, a copy of it, and I bring it, she's going to do a statewide search. And I don't know if she also is saying national search as well, but there's a number on that birth certificate that can track wherever the other one is. If with Caden being adopted, and the only way she cannot provide me any information is that there was a court order to not do so. So, but unless that's the case, then she's gonna let me know everything that the judge and them won't let me know. So here's the point though. So here's a major fraud, and I'm concerned that they're gonna try to murder me or do something now. I've already got a video online on YouTube where I call the Harris County Clerk, and they are saying the same thing. But she is saying, she's the supervisor, she is saying that had I come, like today, to register as an alleged father, without me mentioning anything about me being the presumed father, and just completed the form, then when I finished it and they wanted they got my identification card, and then they'd entered Caden's name, Lee Whitfield's name, in the system, when it popped up, it would have shown that I am listed as his presumed father, as she put it. And she would have told me if she had been the person that I was moving to another clerk to register with, that, hey, excuse me, you are already on the birth certificate. Your name is Ronald Whitfield. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you are already on the birth certificate. You cannot register also as an alleged father, because once you're on the birth certificate, you are the father. Now, another man, they explain, baby, hold on. Hey, Tish. Hey. I was making a video. Brent. Okay. All right, here's the phone. Your mom.
Living room motion detector.
Go ahead. Yeah, right here in the chair. Okay. So, close. So, okay, go ahead. So here's the bottom line. She made it clear that she gets it. I explained everything to her. She said that the form that the prosecutor introducing evidence was the form that they send to in establishing that no other man or a man has registered my name. The legal father is on there too. So if some other man had registered, they registered him, but she's saying we would not have removed your name as the legal father just because some other man registered as the alleged father, unless that man got a court order and we received it telling us to do so. Then we would have removed your name and put the other person's name, but only by court order. But if you had come to register as Ronald Dwayne Whitfield, alleged father, and would have had to complete this information on a form, they would have gotten my identification card, and when they proceeded to go enter this information in the paternity registry, first pulling up Caden's birth facts, it would have, like I have it here, that she introduced, same form she introduced it to the prosecutor, Rachel Johnson, the same form, user guide. So by me saying user guide, so oh yeah. So that same form has me listed as my child's presumed father, that she used the word, and I would have been told that we cannot, as a matter of law, also list you as this child's alleged father. You can't be both. Not the same man can't be both the presumed father and the alleged father. Since you are already on the birth certificate, then we would not have registered you. At the trial, the prosecutor requested after the judge went off on her, so she asked him to terminate me, to somehow adjudicate. So you can't adjudicate a person that's already a legal father or presumed father as a matter of law as something that a person, for example, a person cannot become a federal judge or a state judge when they already are a federal judge and a state judge. You cannot adjudicate me by an order of the court to be what the law already declares me as, the presumed father. So, nevertheless, committing fraud upon the court, Rachel Johnson, on Thursday, 12 April 2018, at the end of conclusion of the termination hearing. Now, Israelites, I need your help. I'm supposed to go to the FBI, United States Attorney, and she is going to testify. She thinks she either I don't understand that I must not be on the birth certificate, because go back. I need help, people, because there's a motive to kill me. They got to do something. These judges here. Okay, I get ahead of myself. This supervisor wants me to bring the birth certificate back. She's gonna provide me what I can get, because she can bounce off that number on my child's birth certificate and see what his name is now, who his adopted parents are now. The only way she cannot give that to me unless this it's the system is gonna let her know whether or not she can provide that information, but until she confers, but if it's not doing that, but obviously it's going to, because why would they change my child's name? Now, I hope I've made it clear. Okay, this is where I was going with it. The prosecutor, in committing one fraud upon the court by trying to get Judge John Phillips to adjudicate me from something that I'm not to something that I was already, to adjudicate me from being what they listed me as an alleged father and upgrade me to a presumed father. And as this, you can't do this, but this is the fraud she was trying to, let's do it this way, in committing fraud. And as the presumed father, judge, terminate him as the presumed father. You know I've introduced his birth facts, Judge. Come on. And I've already introduced his marriage certificate. That established him as the presumed father. Judge Phillips went off on her. He went smooth off on her. And I guess she was like, okay, it's already on the record. It's already recorded. We've got it all over the world. They can't change that, the record. So he went off on her. I haven't heard any testimony of that. Why are you doing that? So she got the message. So she backed off and she requested, okay, that he terminate me as an alleged father. That's a fraud on the court already by itself, because they already know that I was never an alleged father. That pleased him. That way, by an alleged father, he doesn't have any rights to terminate. He forfeits his right, but Texas law says that his rights can be terminated. They were already forfeited to begin with. There's nothing to terminate. But catch this, understand this. So, assuming that the rights of an alleged father can be terminated and that they are not already forfeited, to terminate me for failing to register either before my child was born or to register but after my child is born, then from Wednesday, 24 August 2016, I had 31 days if I were an alleged father to register my name. But since I did not, having listed fraudulently, commit fraud upon the court, listed me as something that I'm not, his alleged father, the law of Texas and I guess all other states, because we have what we call a Uniform Parentage Act, allows a judge to terminate the rights of alleged father for failing to register within 31 days after that child was born. So that's why the judgment that he signed says my rights are terminated as the alleged father who failed to register with the paternity registry within 31 days after Caden was born. This expert in Texas law is going to testify before a grand jury. Yeah, they can't stop it now. There ain't nothing they can do now. That's not the law of Texas. Had Ronald Dwayne Whitfield come here, and she says, I'm recording everything, to register as an alleged father. Just say I had done that back in within 31 days after Caden was born. This is how this was going to play out. They would have given me the form that an alleged father is given to complete the information already recorded on it. After I would have completed it, I would have had to pass to the person who I am registering with my either identification card or my Texas driver's license or whatever form of ID that would have been acceptable to identify who I was. Once I done that, then they would have went into the paternity system, the registry, to pull up the birth facts of Caden Lee Whitfield. Ronald Dwayne Whitfield would have popped up. Then they would have saw that I was already on the birth certificate, already listed as Caden's father, presumed father as they put it. I love that word, presumed father. And would have told me that you are already on the birth certificate as Kaden Lee Whitfield's father. There's nothing else for you to do. You cannot also be registered both as his presumed father on the birth certificate and also as an alleged father in the paternity registry. This cannot happen. We will not. Texas law won't let us do that. Okay, so now let's go back to see if the judgment is void. Why did Judge Phillips, terminate me? Failing to register as the alleged father. You can't. They're not gonna register. They're not gonna allow me to register. I'm already the legal father. So why am I terminated? Not because I committed child abuse. Alleged father rights can be terminated because he failed to, as they put it, register. I say the rights are forfeited. If you get, for example, a lottery ticket and they give you a month to the lottery ticket, you win what, $30 million? You'd got the winning ticket. They give you 30 days to claim your money, and you don't within 30 days. Then, and you try to come in after 30 days. Oh man, I won. No, you had 30 days to do it. You forfeited. You go to court. The court is gonna rule that you forfeited your right to claim your money. It's the same way with the paternity registry. They law, I think it's Texas Family Code Chapter 1. Texas Family Code Section 161 or either 160404, somewhere up in that area. It tells you, just Google how many days does an alleged father have to register as a possible father. And it's not more than 31 days. If he does not register, they are not going to allow him to register anyway. So he's not going to get to register so if someone names him in a petition to terminate or for the adoption of a child, whatever going, he is already, in other words, the judge could not terminate me, not only because I've already forfeited I would have